Hey everyone, Sid here with another video on my RC cars, and I wanted to show off what I've done with my FTX Mauler recently. So as you can see here, I've put in a new transmission block, and this here is a 2-speed, guys, controlled by the lever here and this micro servo here. And I always wanted to put in 2-speed and see what would it result in. And to put in the 2-speed, I had to make some different holes for this 2-speed unit. It's called the Axe 2. Put the link in the description for you. And I just took a piece of paper, made a template out of the bottom of it, and then put the paper back here and just drilled through the holes for the screws. So these, as you can see, were the existing 4 screws for the previous stock transmission, and to fit this in, you really need to make different size of holes. And the same, I'm using the 2070 motor that I had from before. I do have a 13 tooth pinion now, and to get the 13 tooth pinion with a 32p rating for this spur gear, which is again 32p rating. Stock comes with a 48 dp rating. This is an 80 turn, my bad, this is a 60 turn spur gear. And I had to do a lot of thinking on how to put the shifter in. There isn't a lot of videos out there to support how it fixes on the Mauler, so I thought I'll make this video and probably it'll help someone. So I took this metal wire, and those kind of these rings you have in your keychains, the cheap ones, and I just bend it here to fit on the smallest hole of the servo horn, and once around the screw here. And get my transmitter. So if I power it on now, so right now is at second gear. You can see quite fast. And so this here servo is bound to channel 4 on my receiver. So I'm going to show you the shift and how it works. So remember guys, when you do the shift, you need to have some movement in the gearbox for the gears to catch. So let's try to do this. So we are in first gear now. Let's try to shift to second. Second gear. And let me put it down for you guys to see the speed difference. So we are at first gear now, and I'm at 50% throttle. Still got a lot of punch if you give it, but overall you can see that it can go at the slow speeds and crawl. Now let's try to shift to second gear. Oh, you can see there's a considerable change in the pace. So if you're out on the trail and you want to go faster, instead of having to carry your vehicle, I think this 2-speed transmission works really well. See how it goes up my leg. So we are on the second gear now. So now back on first gear. As you can see, the diffs are locked on the first gear, whereas if you go to the second gear, the diffs are not locked. Let me show you. So as you can see, the motor turns, but the center diff is unlocked, so the car doesn't move. And this is really helpful to protect the car, especially if you're running on like 3S LiPo, that you have these open diffs when you're going on the trail in high speed, so you don't damage the whole transmission. And when you want to crawl, you just flip back and go back to first gear, and then you can do a slow crawl. And if you see now, if I put my legs here, because we are in first gear, the transmission is going to lock. It's going to crawl. And this X2 2-speed transmission is from RC 4-wheel drive. And I think they make it for the SCX10, and most of the SCX10 things fit on the FTX Mauler. That's why I got it, but I had to do a lot of brainstorming, and also had to cut the part of the chassis here to accommodate this one bulging screw on the side of the body here. But overall, I'm quite happy to make this a trail come crawler. I hope it helps someone else who would like to do this conversion. Luckily, my body still fits on after all of these modifications, even with the servo on the side here. There's no issues at all. And if you want to know what I did with the Mauler so far, you can look at my other videos. Yeah, but I think I'll not modify the Mauler anymore. This is very tense, but quite happy with the results. Let's have a look how it runs with the body on. And I think the Mauler is a good platform for anyone starting the hobby, because it's quite inexpensive, and it's a very basic platform, so you can hack things in and out as you wish, and see how that works for you. Okay, everything is on. Let's switch on the receiver, switch on the vehicle. The weather is really bad, so I can't go outside, but I can show you how it runs inside the house as well. So as you can guess, we are in first gear right now. Let's try to put it in second gear now. You heard that click? And now look at the wheel speed. First gear again. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. Hey guys, if you liked my content, please subscribe and ring the bell icon, like, comment and share the video as well. Thanks.